The Sims 4 just got a pretty huge update, and this one is actually like not a clickbait video. It is actually quite big and there is a lot to go over. I don't think there's any new creator sim, but it's more so just like gameplay and a couple of build things, which are just really cool. I would get up and jump around in excitement. I don't know if you can tell by my face, but there's a heat wave. I can't breathe. So we're gonna try our very best, but I might pass out. Now, this is probably the worst part of the update. If you go into, you can see in the bottom left, roof sculptures. For some reason, plants are put as roof sculptures now, and you can place plants on the roof. If anybody from EA is watching, before you roll your eyes at me, okay, I'm just saying, I feel like we don't need to have the plants labeled under roof sculptures. Like, okay, this is a great new update. We can now put plants over the roof. So with move objects on, I can, oh, even with move objects on, it doesn't work very well. Well, that's a shame. Oh, no, why doesn't it work with move objects? Oh, come on, Sims team. It doesn't even work with move objects on. What's the point? I think this is lovely. Look, that I can place these things and stuff across, but you can't place it all the way without move objects on. Another thing I'd like to say is this is now cluttering up this category. The Sims 4 has only 2 columns in build mode, Sims team. And because you're just churning out DLC for DLC, it's getting overwhelming in this thing and it's too much. Either you need to allocate some budget to giving us an expanded column, or just take these out because they already exist here. So I can just put them on the roof from here. I understand not all bushes can be placed on the roof, but this is more of an advancing anyway. I just feel like where it says roof patterns, roof sculptures, maybe you could add another one called like roof plants or something. I just feel like that would have been nicer because it's a mess. Anyways, guys, we've officially got, okay, greenhouse haven kit can suck my balls because we've actually got good greenhouse stuff now. So you're going to be, you probably wouldn't have expected what I'm about to show you. So we've still got all the standard, you know, greenhouse roof stuff, whatever. But under wall patterns, if you go to MISC, you will see that we've got this one here. Okay, what the hell? And then we've got this one here. And then we've got this one here. So these match the base game roof swatches. These are really interesting. So you can now make, look, do you know what I mean? And you can change the colors to match. I can now make a greenhouse. If you're wondering, by the way, it does actually have an impact on the lighting when you use it. That's a new update thing for you. That's interesting. I'm just thinking, like, if you're making, this is obviously not a modern house. See, look, what if I, see, look, if I put that here now, okay, this is actually really cool because now I don't need to place any windows around this greenhouse. I don't know why I built that when there's literally like a conservatory right here. But anyway, now I don't really need to build one anymore because you can just really easily do it with a wall swatch. That's actually a fantastic update. Really good. The plants, I just want to say, great idea on paper, just like with the curved walls feature. Fantastic idea. Terrible implementation. We need a better organizing, firstly. And secondly, we actually need to have the ability to place them wherever we want to with move objects on. Also, maybe more appropriate plants that could be placed on the roofs. I think this specific one will look great, but you see, what if I want this to overhang? See, if they were doing like feeling ambitious, they could have done like hanging vines that go over the roof. Do you know what I mean? But still, I mean, I guess it's fine. It's fine for what it is. I don't know if I would have reeds coming out my roof. They kind of look like pubes. I just feel like they could have done a little bit of a better job in making it more seamless. And yes, I'm complaining about a free update because I've spent $1,000 on this game, so I'm allowed to complain about a free update. Thank you. Now, in order to show off the rest, we're actually going into live mode. There are huge live mode changes, and they actually all seem to relate to the latest pack. And as soon as I show you, you're going to know exactly why they relate to the Sims 4 Enchanted by Fairies pack coming. So, in the bottom left of the screen, there's an icon here called Notebook. I'm sure most of you have never even clicked on this before. You probably never even seen it before. So apparently this has received an update now. And if you click on Household Collections, sorry, I didn't show you this gem thing here, the collections menu has changed. Do you guys remember before? And it was just like a long list. I think you can access collections by clicking the 3 dots. slots, can you? No, that's achievements. Is it accessible via inventory? Do you guys remember before it was just like a long drop down list, but now you have all of these different icons and the different collection things. I wonder if they have not removed the magic beans. That says collect 6. Have they updated this? Because that says collect 6 freezer bonies, but that was in an old event. So I've just placed the freezer bonies from build mode, then put them in my inventory, and now they've shown up as 6 out of 6 complete. I just want to say, like, if you complete them, surely you should get an in-game reward. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is a classic example of the Sims team. Like, I've gone on Karen rants before where I've said they love changing the UI, but they just change the UI and they don't actually consider like proper gameplay. A good example of this is the positivity posters, in addition to the, what was it? I can't remember, magic beans. Oh, and even the sugar skulls from Day of the Dead and the event ones. If you've missed this, you know, I missed the positivity challenge aspiration, so I'm never going to complete this. So why the fuck is it here? This is what I mean. Like EA, they're like, look, we've got new UI, but they haven't actually considered gameplay. They just like update the UI because it's, I don't know why, maybe it's the least likely thing to break. Sorry, there was a fly on my leg, and because I'm sweaty, it got stuck on my leg. I thought it was like a rat or something, or a spider. I'm sorry. Whew, meltdown. Anyway, apparently the notebook entries has also been updated. So if I just do a little bit of fishing, I'm going to look for frogs to do some digging, fishing. I'm going to see if it's actually changed now. How will I know it's changed? I don't know, because I never ever click on the notebook. So I've got no idea if something has changed in the notebook or not. Being brutally honest with you. So you guys are going to have to help me with that one. So, oh, there we go. It says fishing here. You click on it and it shows the fish and it tells you how it can be caught. I feel like this looks different to how it did before. And then in addition to fishing, what are other types of collections? I mean, I've already got a frog, but clearly the frog wasn't a thing. I don't know. What if I plant a bluebell? I don't know. Was this can somebody explain, were these stepping stones always in the ground here? Am I losing my marbles? Can you guys tell me if I am losing my mind right now? Has this like stepping stone thing always been there? I feel like I'm losing my mind a bit. So fish go in the notebook. I don't know what else goes in the notebook. I couldn't tell you, but I think they've updated it. But again, it is just UI changes. So I don't even open this anyway. So I don't know if I'll be using it. All they really need to do now, if EA is so obsessed with AI, UI, well, they are obsessed with AI, but UI too, if they would like to have a UI field day, is fix this Simology panel. I feel like they just dump everything in the Simology panel and they don't really think it through very well. Like, I wish you could just delete some of them and customize it. Also, I just want to say, okay, another thing else we're here, the map for the Sims 4 Enchanted by Fairies expansion pack has leaked. So here it is. I'll move my ugly head out the way. So we've got 3 different regions. We've obviously got Fairyland. We've got the base game Willow Creeky looking bit and another base game Willow Creeky looking bit. So the Fairyland will obviously be the best. Everything else is going to be wank. I can't tell how many lots there are going to be. Usually there's barely any. I'm excited for the map update mod. Who makes the map replacement mod? I have no idea at this stage. I'm sorry if that's you and you're watching. I just can't remember your username. I love the map replacement mod, so I'm already excited to see this map replaced because EA's art style is very much like 1995. Like, it's very old school. It's a little bit undetailed, underwhelming. Not as underwhelming as the maps looked when the game first released, at least, but still, it goes to show that at least we're getting 3 neighborhoods this time and not 2. Not that there's anything to do in a Sims 4 world anyway, other than just take screenshots for Tumblr. I have just noticed it's raining outside and it looks like the raining indoors glitch has been fixed. Finally, it only took them a million years to implement the fix, but we've got it. They have just updated the patch notes. I'm just going to check if there's actually anything that I'm missing. Sim inventory improvements. What's this? You can now sort your Sims inventory by new, which is the default option. collection. And okay, I'm just gonna not explain and look. Oh, look, sort by. I didn't notice this. You can sort by name, new price, filter, crafting quality, gardening quality, and freshness. That's quite cool. At least that makes this a little bit less overwhelming now. So there we go. That's something I didn't notice. Spoiled foods. Okay, these now have a red background to indicate they've gone bad. They are grouped into a spoiled stack with a trash icon. Spoiled items handling. Once items spoiled, then move from their original stack to the spoiled stack. Spoiled stack access. Players can open the spoiled stack to view all items in it. Lovely. And then look, this mentions the notebook update. It just looks different, a new layout basically. So that's really cool. And it says a new household collection interface, which we've already seen. Glass rules, we've already seen. Plants on roofs, we've already seen. Now, they've obviously done some bug fix updates. So have we? Oh, to be fair, they did a lot, but it's probably broken the game a bit more. We don't know yet. We have to wait a few days to just see how it turns out. But at the very least, raining indoors is gone, thank God. Townies will now have more diversity in their names. I want to see the original post. All of the names are Asian starred. Okay, this is something that I actually noticed for years, literally years. It's one of those things most people are too woke to talk about, but it was very immersion breaking. Every single name in the game was Asian and it just didn't make any sense. So I'm glad that they fixed that. And then live mode fixes. They've done quite a lot of things. Mostly it's just generic random stuff. The HBD double front door is now a little taller to be on par with the other medium height doors. So if you're wondering, by the way, that's this door right here. Apparently it's a little bit taller. I love this high school years one, this one at the top. Prom now shows on the calendar for teens, even if their birthday will be before prom. You can choose whether to delay their birthday for that once in a lifetime prom experience. Love that they call it a once in a lifetime prom experience when prom in The Sims 4 is actually every single fucking week. That's a bit of a funny one. Surely they should have done it the opposite. They should let you delay your prom for your birthday. That's kind of funny. They've done some full rent fixes, but not fix a lot of the key fundamental issues of the pack. So it looks like the events are still broken, and it looks like you still can't get paid as a landlord. And it looks like as well residential rentals are still corrupting your saves. Quite a few Love Struck fixes, it seems. They've also done quite a few life and death fixes, to be fair. Only a few business and hobbies ones. Even some game packs have been fixed. Even some kits have been fixed. A lot of it relates to outfit category filters though. So I feel like the favorite part of this update for me is obviously the wall thing. I mean, I was just thinking just now, like maybe you could honestly create like a walk-in shower. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how possible that would be, but look, I just feel like we can create some kind of cool looking, would this look weird with the door on it? Do doors actually work on this? Yeah, they do. Like, do you know what I mean? You could make this a walk-in shower situation. So I just feel like there's a lot of cool options with this, and it's not something that I ever even would have thought about them doing. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, guys, I don't think it was the biggest update in the world. It's more just like a UI update. I believe we're also getting another base game update, and this will come on August the 19th. So next month, that will allegedly be quite a big one. There's also news that we're going to be getting a skin customization update coming soon. I'm assuming that's because Fairies is going to come with some brand new like supernaturally color, like not natural skin tones. I'm assuming that's why, and they're just putting them in the base game. So it'd be exciting to see that. Anyway, I'm melting quite literally. Somehow I've got sunburn and I'm literally wearing sun cream inside with the curtain shut, and I just feel like I'm gonna die. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a future update, and I will see you in the next one.